What's up guys, Davey here from PhoneBlip.com, and big news from Samsung today. The manufacturer just announced that the Galaxy S3 is going to be launching on all four major carriers here in the US, that being Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile, and they said to expect it by June. Now, we already know that there's going to be an official June release date for both Sprint and T-Mobile, which announced today that the phone is going to be coming out on June 21st. Verizon hasn't given us an official release date just yet, but they're already taking pre-orders, so expect it sooner rather than later. And while we haven't heard from AT&T, we expect that to change in the near future, and really expect them to follow suit with the other carriers, launching it sometime in June. So anyways, this year's Galaxy S3 looks to be priced at $200 for the 16GB version. This is according to both Sprint and Verizon, who have already released the pricing information. Anyway, $200 for the 16GB version with the 2-year contract, and $250 for the 32GB version. So a $50 difference for 16 gigs. Not that bad. Honestly, I'll probably opt for the 32GB version. Anyways, this year's Galaxy S3 is actually very similar to the international version as far as the way it looks. The screen size is exactly the same. You have the same capacitive buttons on the front. You have that same physical home button, which, before in the US versions of the Galaxy, we haven't seen any physical home buttons, where the international versions of both S1, S2 had that home button. So it's nice to see that we're getting the same type of phone worldwide. Of course, there are some differences, being the processor to support 4G LTE networks here in the States, using the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 dual core instead of the Exynos 4 quad core. So it is a little bit of a disappointment to me to see that we're using the Snapdragon here in the United States, but the Snapdragon S4 obviously is a capable processor. I've done benchmarks on it and I've compared it to other phones in my videos on the channel. But again, like I said, that Exynos 4 quad looked like it would have blown it out of the water. But Samsung thankfully is making it up for us here in the US. They're giving us 2GB of RAM instead of 1 like the international version. So that's a plus. I mean, 2GB instead of 1. I don't know how much it's actually going to help performance, but it should definitely help multitasking a little bit. I mean, it definitely can't hurt. So that's definitely nice to see. But as far as all the other features and hardware, it's all the same. I mean, you have the same 8 megapixel camera on the back, that 1.9 megapixel camera on the front, capable of 720p. You have the same features like S-Voice, you have S-Beam, and of course Smart Stay. Smart Stay being that technology where the front-facing camera detects your face and sees whether or not you're looking at the screen, so that way it determines whether or not to turn off the screen. Because I mean, how many times have you been reading an article online and had to keep pressing the screen to make sure that it doesn't actually turn off? So nice to see that there's a technology that's going to be able to do that for us automatically. All four models look to have a 2100 milliamp battery. Obviously, they're just going to have their branding on each version for each carrier. But other than that, I mean, all four carriers are going to have pretty much the same Galaxies. There's not going to be, the controversy of, oh, is Sprint's version better than T-Mobile's and AT&T's and whatnot. So nice to see, one version for all. Also with the Canadian models, they're actually the same as well. So that's pretty much it for me in this video. I mean, the two colors for the Galaxy S3 are going to be Pebble Blue and Marble White, just like the international version. So I don't know, I'm thinking about that white version, but the Pebble Blue looks nice too. Let me know what you think. I mean, are you going to get the Galaxy S3? Are you going to hold out for the next Nexus phone? Or what are you thinking? But anyway, leave your comments below. Thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe if you like this video. I'm going to be doing a review on the Galaxy S3 as soon as I get my hands on that. I'm going to be comparing it to phones like the Galaxy Nexus and the iPhone 4 or iPhone 4S and 5 by the time it comes out. Anyway, that's it for me in this video. Thank you for watching.